This is Little Caesars Thursday Night Lights, presented by the Gomez Law Firm.
We are at the historic Rockpile Alamo Stadium for Week 8 of Little Caesar Thursday Night Lights. Tonight it's the Burbank Bulldogs and the Sam Houston Hurricanes in a big District 12 5A Division II battle. Good evening, everybody. Don Harris, Chuck McIntyre with you, as always, here on TNL. Burbank and Sam Houston, two legendary programs in San Antonio's Independent School District. They've been playing football in this stadium for over 100 years. And, Chuck, this year really started to hit their stride.
They really have. You couldn't ask for a better 12 5A Division II matchup at this time of year, Don. We've got two teams. Look, the winner of this game is going to be in really good shape. The loser isn't necessarily going to be in horrible shape. But let's make no mistake about it. The winner of this game is really going to put itself in the catbird seat as we go forward through the rest of this schedule. Sam Houston has been a house on fire since they started district play. Burbank, though, hanging in there at one-on-one, and they have owned this matchup over the last 3 years.
We have a motto here on TNL this year: the best players, the best rivalries, the best teams. The best players, again, this week. Ramsey Chavarria from Burbank is the part, 6'5", 270.
Yeah, I mean, this guy, we saw him last year, Don, and they've got a lot of gifted defensive linemen, but obviously Ramsey is the creme de la creme. He's got a Texas State offer, UIW offer, and others. These guys on this Burbank defensive front are going to be really highly counted on tonight, maybe to help their offense in this ballgame.
Yeah, their offense has been banged up. The quarterback is out. Sam Houston looking to take advantage of that, and their defensive assistant told me pregame, look out for number 2, Gardner.
Yeah, and he's new to football, actually, if you can believe that, and an underclassman. They saw him walking through the hall. They finally said, hey, Deron, can you go get a physical? We'd love to see you play football. And, boy, this guy really has taken to it. They said they were watching him just out on the field, goofing around and catching balls with one hand, doing all that. Not only that, an electric guy in the classroom, pressing a 4.0 GPA. Deron Gardner is going to be a lot of fun to watch tonight as well.
All right, it's a big one in district play. It is Burbank, it is Sam Houston, and when we come back, we will have our Gomez Law Firm keys to the game. Beautiful night for football at the Rockpile on Thursday Night Lights. There is always a little bit more pep in my step whenever I come over to the historic Rockpile Alamo Stadium. If this place could talk. Man, tonight it's Burbank, Sam Houston. Time for our Gomez Law Firm keys to the game. Chuck, we start with Coach Mitchell Ricker and the Burbank Bulldogs.
Yeah, for Coach Ricker and his crew, obviously they want to protect the ball in this one. Don't give Sam Houston any cracks at it. And on defense, clean in the kicking game.
Here's Coach Ricker.
There's no quitting these kids. We got the best kids in the entire city. I'm so proud of them, and they're going to keep showing up every single day and trying to grow and get better. Now, we got a lot of guys playing their first season of varsity football, a lot of guys playing new positions, got a new coaching staff. There's been some bumps in the road early, but these kids keep showing up every day and fighting and growing, and we really appreciate and are proud of our team and our kids.
After an 0-4 start, Sam Houston's won 3 straight. Chuck, what are the keys for the Hurricanes?
Well, they want to behind too long in the chains as this game goes along. Secondly, communicate on defense. Might actually work out well for the Dallas Cowboys if they've been doing that. Thirdly, I should say, mistake-free on special, just like Burbank.
Here's their head coach, Jeremy Williams.
The goal, non-district-wise, was to push us, was to put us against playoff teams so we can be prepared. And like you said, when we got to district, our guys felt like we've been through so much, and then I felt like the road got a little easier for them. But we're still putting in work and paying attention to details, and we're trying to go get that district championship for sure.
Tonight would be a big step towards that. Kickoff is straight ahead when we come back. Our national anthem. It's Burbank and Sam Houston. Stick around.
Tonight's broadcast of Thursday Night Lights is sponsored by Gomez Law Firm, Beluga Air, DH Plumbing, Rushmax, Mega Furniture, San Antonio Sports, Valero, Absolute Power Electrical Contractors, Christus Children's, Collision Experts of Alamo Heights, South Texas Family Medicine and Urgent Care, TELUS Equipment, Ideal Precision Roofing, Brazilian Top Team, and Monarch Trophy Studio.
Welcome back to Burbank Bulldogs, getting ready to run onto the field here at Alamo Stadium. Chuck, when I think of Alamo Stadium, the first thing that 1963 city championship, Warren McVeigh and Linus Bear of Lee High School, it always makes me smile thinking about our good friend Gary DeLawn.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't here in 1963.
I was going to say, how'd you enjoy the game that day?
The history books and hearing Gary had a documentary about it. And growing up here, that's all you heard about was that legendary game. Warren McVeigh went on to play for the Kansas City Chiefs on those early Super Bowl 1 and 4 teams. And we were here. I was here for the 95 state championship game between Roosevelt and Flower Mound Marcus. That was a great game. The Judson Churchill games in the early 80s for city championships here. State quarterfinals were great. And tonight, hopefully we'll have another really good game. Burbank and Sam Houston as they play district play here. Sam Houston's 3-0 in district play. Burbank's only played 2 district games, but they got their first win last week against Highlands, and they're a team that's gaining confidence by the week despite being really banged up.
A really difficult, very competitive non-district schedule to begin the season, and they did so that it would prepare them for league play here in 12-5A Division II. And yeah, since they started league play, I mean, they have been absolutely dominant. Coach Williams and his staff really doing a nice job. This is his 4th year coaching these Hurricanes. And then conversely, over on the Burbank side, well, they've had some injury issues at the quarterback spot. So this is actually quarterback number 4 as we play on here, just barely past the midway point of the season. So they've had their own challenges to overcome. But having said that, they're really gifted in certain areas under Coach Mitchell Ricker. And I would expect this is going to be a dogfight. This, over the last few years, has been a Burbank-sided ball game. And so I think Sam Houston's looking for a little retribution tonight, try to get one up on them if they can, but don't go to sleep on these Bulldogs. There's still a whole lot in front of Mitch Richter and his staff. If they run the table, Don, they're going to be in a prime position to win this district.
Yeah, Coach Ricker, a MacArthur High School disciple of Van Fushak, one of our good friends from back in the day. And as you said, this is his first year. Head coach. And so Jeremy Williams has his own pedigree in football. He played at Dallas Carter and then was an all Big 12 performer at Baylor. Both of these guys doing a great job with these young men. They're lining up for our national anthem. Let's turn it over to our public address announcer here at Alamo Stadium, and that is Coach Bill Evans.
Tonight's game being broadcast live on the CWSA. This is the 17th season of Little Caesars Thursday Night Lights, presented by Donald Law Firm. The P&L team of Don Harris, Chuck McKinnon, Matt Floyd, are here to showcase the hard work of the athletes, coaches, and spirit squad, friends, and fans. Show your friends and family watching on CWSA or the live stream on CW35.
Game Time Weather is sponsored by Beluga Air.
Alamo Stadium, our game time weather brought to you by Beluga Air. As you look at the Frost Building downtown, 83 degrees. It is a gorgeous at 8 miles an hour, standing down there. I think it's the first week that we just didn't feel any heat at all. Like, it hasn't been overly oppressive this year, but man, it was gorgeous down there tonight.
Yeah, nice little breeze. Yeah, I love it this time of year, right? Who doesn't? And Seems like every year it's getting a little cooler and cooler, which is good too. Not as bad as it was last summer, that's for sure. I feel like we got an easy break this year.
Yeah, we did.
In terms of the weather.
For sure, not very many 100-degree days at all. First half kickoff brought to you by the Good Feet Store. It's a little pooch as they'll kick it into the dead hole there. And right up the middle comes the Hurricanes. It's a good return across the 45 down to about the 46-yard line. And the Hurricanes will have it first, thanks to a nice return there by Marquez Rice. Xavier Youngblood is the young sophomore who leads this Sam Houston Hurricane offense. 1,000 yards passing on the year, 10 touchdowns and just 2 interceptions. He's also run for 250 yards and 7 touchdowns. Tristan Zachary, his favorite target. Watching pregame, the young man can really sling it. First and 10, little jet sweep. Across the 50, down to about the 40. We'll be calling his name a lot tonight. He was an all-district player last year. He played quarterback for him some last year, threw for 1,700 yards and 7 touchdowns, and also ran for almost 600 yards. But they like this blood playing quarterback that allows them to let Ross handle the running situations and give it to him the same play, other side. Check that, that's number 11, that's DeAndre Thomas. He gets near the 40, and that's gonna move the sticks.
Well, you see Sam Houston right here working both sides of the field early on in this football game. As we take a look at our Sam Houston Hurricanes starting offense there. And I'm gonna be fascinated to watch this young quarterback play football tonight, Xavier Youngblood, Don, because he did not play middle school football. He didn't have football at his middle school. He was a basketball player, but this is his second year playing quarterback. He was a JV quarterback as a freshman, but I was watching him before the game. He can really spin it.
It's a rush max first down for Youngblood. And he'll throw it out into the flat. And that's completed to DeAndre Thomas for a gain of about 4.
So
Ball's
on the
loose.
ground.
Burbank says they have it, and the officials are pointing that way. You see they're talking it over. And they give it to the Bulldogs. So they turn him over. I didn't see it come loose on the tackle.
As you take a look at the Burbank starting defense, you got it just in the nick of time because it's already come up with a big play. Again, we talked about how stout they are on that D-line. They got Ramsey and they got Puka. Let's see if anybody or who got their hand in on the football. And yeah, it comes out. Looks like we had a DB come up there and wrest that thing out of there.
I think he got both the cause and the recovery.
Ambrose Leyva.
Did Ambrose Leyva. So here we go, first down for the Bulldogs and their young quarterback, who, as Chuck said, catastrophic injuries week by week. But they've got some faith in this Joshua Garcia, this sophomore. Done a good job taking over in practice. Gain of 1 on first down.
Yeah, he did a good job. Ball game. He only threw the ball a couple of times, but did a good job managing the whole game.
Here's another handoff. This is not going anywhere as Sam Houston comes up with the stop, and they've got some big boys up front. That's Jeremiah Galvan. He's just a sophomore with the tackle there on Edward Rodriguez.
Yeah, you can see Sam Houston knows the score. They're going to put a lot of guys on the box and really put the pressure on this Burbank running game tonight.
2 tackles for Burbank, both all-district performers a year ago. 3rd down and 8. They'll throw it incomplete right at the feet. This communication there as Joshua Garcia points over to Brian Jalomo. They list Christian Sandoval Martinez as their kicker. Wouldn't be surprised here, though, if he punts that away, and he does. He'll check up around the 35-yard line. They'll down it at the 36, and that's where Sam Houston will have it for their second possession. When we come back, we're scoreless at Alamo Stadium.
Had to go find out from an assistant coach at the end.
The Little Caesars Thursday Night Lights presented by the Gomez Law Firm. Out at the Rock Pile today. It's always a treat coming to Alamo Stadium, and always a treat to have Little Caesars here with us. We have Mr. Caesar himself. Thank you for being here. And Amanda Miller, representative from Little Caesars today. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you, sir?
Doing great. Doing great. Why does Little Caesars choose to get involved in the community in ways like this?
Well, them being a family company, family very oriented. One of our big combos is the feed the family. You know, make it simple, quick. Go in, it's hot and ready. You feed the whole family for under $25.
Awesome. And how can people order $5 right now? If someone's sitting at home watching this great game we got going on between Burbank and Sam Houston, how can people get their game day favorites?
Of course, just showing up to any location. It's all hot and ready products. Ordering on our app or website, and then we also take phone orders in the store.
He's rubbing the pizza. I know we're about to get into that. So what'd you bring today? What are we showing off?
Today we have a thin crust supreme. We're showing our thin crust toppings edge to edge, fully loaded here.
I know I have my eyes on a piece of right here that has a lot of sausage on it. I'm going to get a corner. You want to grab one? If you don't have to, I'm going to eat the whole thing anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But here we go. Cheers. All right, guys. We got some action going on. Back to you.
Just in time, showing some speed down the sideline. Touchdown, Sam Houston. And just like that, Jermaine Carson, the junior all-district second team back from a year ago, gets the Hurricanes on the board.
Yeah, Carson is a defender, a receiver, great kid, works hard. Here's another guy that we were told in the scouting report, quote, super fast.
You think?
There you go. Just get it to your playmakers and watch them go. A couple of cuts and see you later.
Yeah, right there, with that young man had the angle on him, and when he blew past that, you knew he had speed. So Sam Houston is on the board first. The extra point is up, and it is good. 7-0 here early. 8:04 to play, first quarter. All right, how about that? like the Fiesta flair here by the Burbank student body. As they get ready to receive this kickoff from Sam Houston. The Hurricanes taking the 7-0 lead. Their kicker, Lisandro Serrano Diaz. He's kicking away to Edward Rodriguez, Caleb Perez. And that's Perez, and he's wrapped up, still fighting, but he gets to the 21, and that's where the Bulldogs will take over. We'll go back down to Matt Roy. Man.
All right, guys, I'm testing a theory. If every time I do an interview, there's points. So we'll just be on the lookout here, because that happened last week and it happened this week as well. And we are joined by a very special guest, Mrs. Gomez of the Gomez Law Firm. How are you today? It's been a treat having you here.
Thank you. I'm doing great. It's just brings back a lot of great memories for me here because, I went to Jefferson High School and I was in the Lariats and we did card stunts once upon a time in this stadium. And my husband went to Lanier High School and played football on this field. So it brought back a lot of great memories being here.
Yeah, you guys are born and bred SAISD. You're also born and bred San Antonio. Does that make the difference when it comes to the Gomez Law Firm that you guys are so San Antonio through and through?
Yeah, you better believe it. San Antonio is our home. Like you say, we were born and raised here. But there's just nothing like the love that we feel for San Antonio and our community. And giving back to the community is very important to us. And it really makes life worth living for.
We've talked to so many of your attorneys throughout the season. So many of them are from San Antonio. You guys have been open for 50 years now as well. What does someone get when they choose the Gomez Law Firm?
What they get is personal service and experienced attorneys who are serious about their cases, who are compassionate. They care deeply about our clients. They are there from the moment, that they come to our office. My husband, so they get personal service. You don't need an appointment. You come in, you're going to see an attorney. They're behind glass doors, so no one's hiding out. And they love helping the clients, especially when there's a very serious accident that happens. They're there for them from the very beginning to the end. And so I think that's what makes our attorneys feel that what they're doing is such a gratification.
Plus, I know one thing's for sure is that Gomez Law fights.
Oh, yeah. Gomez Law fights and Gomez Law cares.
And they win. We'll send it back to you guys.
Thanks, Matt. Give Mrs. Gomez our best from up here. She's great. Had a chance to talk to her a couple of times, and we really appreciate them being our sponsor here on Thursday Night Lights. Is it 3rd and 7? Not going to get close for that Burbank offense. They'll have to turn it over on downs and punt it away. Actually, they're getting close to about a 4th and 2 here. They may decide to go for it. They had a quick kick last time using Josh Garcia. And he'll do the same. Will Pooch hope for the best roll and gets one. But Sam Houston looking to return it down the sideline. They do, and out of bounds across into Burbank territory is LeBron Delane, and we're going to talk more about him as the night goes on. He's a special athlete for Sam Houston. They lead at 7-0 their football when we come back.
Closed captioning for tonight's game is sponsored by TELUS Equipment.
We are back. Sam Houston's got the football on the Burbank 45-yard line. New series for quarterback Xavier Youngblood and this very high-powered Sam Houston offense. Jermaine Carson went the distance last time for a touchdown. It's a Rushbacks first down as they run that little zone read again to DeAndre Thomas. His speed gets him to the outside, and he picks up good yardage on first down across the 40. It'll be second down. About 3 yards to go.
You see the Sam Houston speed really showing up early in this football game. Burbank did a really good job of setting the edge right there, but it doesn't really matter. What a good block out there, too. Didn't see that first crack.
You got to wonder if they're going to stretch it, and then run it back inside. Soften up that middle a little bit.
Franklin Ross, 15, doing a great job right there, helping to stretch that one out.
Second down and 3. And blowing it up is your man Chavarria. That's why he's being recruited by the big boys.
Yeah, you know, Don, we saw this last year. Burbank last year, and 2 of those guys are still here. I mean, they've got some dudes on this football team when it comes to having your hand in the ground. Yeah, Chavarria. I mean, you can't coach size and speed and twitch and everything else, and then add a little nasty on top of it.
Nice job grabbing the jersey to gain his leverage there. It's third down. We'll call it 6. They throw it in the flat, and it's dropped. Incomplete. It'll be fourth down and 6, but the ball's in an interesting spot on the field at the 40. It's almost like you got to go for it here, even though it's a long distance of about 6 yards.
You know, if you're managing this football game, right, I mean, why not at this point? Because Burbank's had 2 series and they haven't gotten a first down. So, you know, while you're thinking, well, if we don't get this, we're giving up some field position here. But the way your defense has played to start this football game, why not go for it on fourth down here on the other end of the field?
Top of the screen is LeBron Delane. He's a threat. Instead, they look his way. Youngblood rolling. Points, sends him downfield, got him down there, and it's incomplete. Nice job. Youngblood, he was looking for DeAndre Thomas. He had him, and it was just a tad long.
I'm telling you, man, this guy new to the position, but let's talk about a guy playing quarterback and not having had the benefit of playing middle school football, 1 year of JV football, and he's just got a really good feel for the game, right? Sees the field, did a great job rolling. Long, spins it well. I mean, that was a dime on time.
Yeah, felt pressure and kind of ad-libbed his way into a nice play. Just missed him. We're back in 15 seconds.
At Brazilian Top Team San Antonio, our kids and teen classes build more than strength. From anti-bullying to mental resilience, your child becomes part of a community that lifts them up. Sign up today for a free trial class at bttsa.com.
Jermaine Carson going both ways, scored that touchdown, now makes a tackle. We earlier this week, Chuck, you and I, that there's a lot of two-way players for this Sam Houston team.
Yeah, and you're looking at one right there, and Edward Rodriguez is going to play both sides of the ball too.
They'll hand it across midfield, and that's good for Rushbacks first down. That's Rodriguez.
And he's one of those guys that can pop one too. They're going to put him outside. They're going to have him inside. They're going to have him running between the tackles. Going to play some defense. This guy's all world, and they're really going to lean on him tonight. You know, the thing that they really like about young Joshua Garcia is the fact that you can tell, right? He's not, doesn't look like the moment's too big for him from a guy that's, you know, getting some first cracks here at the varsity level playing quarterback as a sophomore.
Nice job turning that run up inside for Burbank. Caleb Perez, the sophomore wide receiver.
And while we're on the topic, I mean, it's the last couple of plays. A nice job up front by Morales, Salas, and our man Puka playing both ways too.
Puka Anatoly Ali. Try saying that 3 times fast as they give it to Rodriguez. And there's Gardner. Deron Gardner, senior linebacker, came through with a nice tackle. Their assistant coach, Kevin McCullough, telling me before the game, look out for number 2. He'll make some plays. 3rd down, we'll call it 5. 3:17 to go first quarter. High snap. Good job reining that in and going deep into coverage, and that's intercepted. Picked off by Sam Houston's Treston Zachary, playing safety back there, read it all the way, but there may be a penalty down pre-snap. We'll see what the call is. It was it's on the defense. Pointed the wrong way. There you go, Lupe. Lupe Bersinho, our referee, and his good crew. Give him an automatic first down with the 5-yard spot.
See right there, Don, though, that's just football IQ. I mean, you're talking about a sophomore quarterback. We talked about the injuries that they've had, and again, not too big for the situation, right? He saw everybody jump, so you get a free play. There was no risk whatsoever going deep downfield and trying to make something happen. Well done.
Rushmack's first down for Josh Garcia. Turns and hands this one off to Leo Lozano. Lozano's got inside the 20, down inside the 15, inside the 10. He broke through. What a run by Leo Lozano all the way down. They're going to spot it around the 6-yard line.
What a great individual effort. He got some help down the field blocking, but this was more just keep those knees churning and see how many guys you can be burning.
Stayed in bounds. They'll hand it off again, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Rodriguez. Edward Rodriguez, and just like that, the Bulldogs answer. They're an extra point away from tying this one up.
Oh, great bounce-back drive by these Bulldogs after getting stoned on their first 2. Just staying on the ground and just getting dirty up front, and let some of your bell cows do their thing.
It's almost like they wanted to answer the physicality with some physicality, answer that speed with some physicality. Kick is up, and it is good, and we're tied at 7 apiece. Edward Rodriguez, his 4th touchdown of the game, of the season. A nice job, patience, vision, and turning on the Jets.
Yeah, running to daylight. Look, just a little stutter, wait for something. Boy, what did you see? Talk about the vision. And then the 6.
The elevator door just kind of opened up for him. Highlands, their first of the year, they put up 29 points, and they've shown at different times this year that they can score in losses to Veterans Memorial, Medina Valley, and Jefferson. And then they finally broke through last week. A win tonight would keep them alive and well in the playoff hunt.
Yeah, there's no doubt, right? I mean, even as they sit here right now, teams fighting for those last 2 playoff spots in the district. But again, if Burbank were to somehow come home and win this game, they'd be in the driver's seat for the district title. So this is a big one.
Kick can be fielded right about the 25, and look out for this Sam Houston speed, breaking through all the way to midfield was Marquez Rice as we go back down to Matt Roy.
All right, guys, it's everyone's favorite time of the week. Joe Corchado and Alejandro are here from Beluga Air. Joe, how are you doing?
Good, and yourself?
Doing well. So you guys are sponsoring Scholar Athlete, among other things. Why do you guys choose to sponsor the community and give back to the community in this way as Beluga Air?
Well, it's always important to give back to the community. Beluga Air would not be here if we didn't have a community to give to us. So I believe just giving back to the kids and anybody we can do.
Tell me a little bit about the Wave thermostats. I know it's kind of a weird time of year when we're transitioning into the winter and the fall.
So Beluga Air has their new technology thermostats, kind of like the Ecobee, the Nest, those high-end thermostats, but it's called the Wave. But we can actually help you keep up with your unit, monitor it, send us emails saying that your unit's not working efficient, and we're giving them away with our maintenance plan. So if you go to our website, www.mybelugaAir.com, you'll be able to see more information about it.
So we told you last week that Alejandro was going to get a green monster truck if he said it. So Don killed me for saying half of it for him. So we're gonna see if Alejandro will say the entire tagline by himself. Are we gonna do it? That counts. I know you think that counts. We all know it. Hey, Alejandro, good job. Thanks. All right. Back to you.
Did Alejandro know that this is it for you, Matt?
Yeah. He's a talking machine today.
Matt, does he know that this is it for you?
I don't think so. I know Joe knows. I don't know if Alejandro knows, but he did it on my last one, so it was good.
Perfect.
Yeah, he did good.
He did good this time. Awesome.
And we've got a face mask, personal foul, 3 flags flew. Did I say that right? 3 flags flew. And it's a big penalty here against Burbank as they'll march off the 15.
Is that akin to the rain in Spain stays mainly on the plains?
I think the first time I butchered it.
No, I think
I said, I don't want to try and get in. You never know what will come out. They're inside the absolute power red zone are these Sam Houston Hurricanes. Youngblood pointing, directing traffic, now lobs it to the corner, and LeBron wants some interference. I think he's going to get the call. LeBron Delane thinks he was held. And we'll get another look at it. I think the officials agreed with him. Again, our lead official tonight, Lupe Braceño, the referee. Lupe and most of his guys, former military. Love doing this. So not a hold, pass interference instead.
I like the here we go. Improvisation by Sam Houston there again. Youngblood getting outside, directing traffic. LeBron, college offers coming, and you can see why. Trying to create some space with the DB, doing the best he can, but when you're getting held.
We might have another penalty here. Or maybe they're just getting the clock set. They're getting them lined up and ready to go here. First and goal for Sam Houston. It's a rushback's first down. And Youngblood will keep. Looking to get to the corner. And he's slung down short of the 5. Coming up to make the tackle, James Luna, the junior linebacker. Nice play by him. I'll tell you what, you look at Youngblood, he's not going to run anybody over. He has to run around in the shower to get wet.
Well, he's certainly athletic. What I'm really impressed with is just his ability to see the field and how much control he's got when he's letting loose on the run. Very nice.
Now we have another pre-snap whistle. I believe we got a timeout here by Sam Houston. So as Sam Houston molds it over here on second and goal, we flash back to T&L in 2015.
Prime goes back to pass and throws a route down the sideline. Got a man and it's caught and he's gone. This is going to be a 99-yard touchdown to Jawan Anderson. 99 and a half, as Dandy Don would say. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
10 years ago, Brother Chuck. You know, I remember about that game. Jawan Anderson, who caught that early in the second half. He missed the first half because he went to a funeral. He showed up on the sidelines. They put him in the game, and he scores the longest touchdown in T&L history after missing the first half because of a funeral.
It's funny, I don't even remember being at that game.
I won't forget that one. That was a good one. Inside handoff, near the goal line, pushing forward is Carson. He's already got one touchdown tonight. He gets short of the goal line, right about the 1. His forward progress, I believe, got all the way to the 1. It'll be 3rd down and goal.
And as we wind down the end of this first quarter, Sam Houston will have to snap the ball one more time. So let's see if they can get this short popper right before the end of the first quarter to take the lead.
Youngblood keeps it himself and waltzes in for the 2nd touchdown of the night for the Sam Houston Hurricanes. Xavier Youngblood, nice fake to Carson, keeps it himself, and the Hurricanes lead by a touchdown.
Well, you're going to see a lot of Xavier Youngblood on the basketball field, but I just love the story, the fact that, these guys that didn't play middle school football after going to King and then coming here to Sam Houston, just how quickly Coach Williams and his staff have grown these guys up. I mean, you wouldn't know that this guy didn't play middle school football. It looks like he's been doing it his whole life.
He's got a natural knack for it. You see how he just stuck the football
Yeah.
over the goal line? It's like he's a kid who's watched a lot of football if he hasn't played it, because he has just a natural sense when he's pointing to directing traffic to his receivers and feeling when the pressure's there to keep it himself, and then with the right hand just sticks his hand out across the goal line to make sure the ball broke the plane. And with 33 seconds to go, Sam Houston goes in front. And during the 4th quarter of tonight's game, we'll be highlighting the school bus stop of the game. The law in every state requires drivers to always stop for a school bus when the stop arm is out and the red lights are flashing. So stick around for that later in the game. Our school bus stop of the game. Coach Williams congratulating the guys that make it happen. Big beasties up front.
This is his 4th year running the Hurricane program. And Don, I think the thing that's most impressed me is they're obviously turning out these guys and making great humans when they get out of high school. But during his short stay here at Sam Houston, he's developed 13 kids that have gone on to play football at the next level. So a lot in a short period of time. I mean, again, can't say enough about how they're growing them up there at Sam Houston.
Outstanding job there. Burbank on the return across the 30, down near the 33-yard line is Caleb Perez, and he's brought down on special teams by number 26 of the Sam Houston Hurricanes, and that's Bruce Pope, sophomore linebacker.
So now Burbank will get a chance to answer like they did on the last drive. Had a lot of success running the football. Just kind of getting behind those big boys up front and seeing what the ball carriers can do, and paid big dividends. And see if they can make it happen 2 times in a row, because Sam Houston's D-line and middle linebacker and outside linebackers, them dudes ain't no joke either.
Yeah, made it look like they were just determined to be more physical on that last drive. Let's see if they continue. They do. They run it inside. And it looks like the bell cow tonight is going to be Edward Rodriguez. He scored the touchdown. He's got a big gain here. It's another rush max first down, and that may bring us to the end of the quarter. They do stop the clock to move the change, and there's also a flag down, so we'll see what the call is. And it's going to be false start on Burbank, so that'll back them up. Very positive first down game there, negated by that penalty, and that's what coaches hate, is when you have to get behind the sticks, which means it'll be first down and 15.
And that's one of those things. You're talking about a team that's working on its 4th quarterback this year, right? It just, timing isn't probably what you'd like it to be at this point in the season, obviously.
Inside handoff. Not quite what they had the last time, and goes forward for a few. But that will likely be the last play of the first quarter. It's been a good one. Sam Houston over Burbank, 14-7. It'll be second down and long for the Bulldogs. When we come back to Alamo Stadium, you're watching Little Caesar Thursday Night Lights on the CWSA.
This offer.
281 near Hildebrand on the corner. We're at beautiful Alamo Stadium. Second down and 9. They switch sides. Joshua throws it out here to Rodriguez, and he's got a double team on him right there. Deron Gardner, one of those guys there who we talked about pregame being one of the elite defenders in this district, and Gardner snuffed that out, bringing down Rodriguez on second and 9. It'll be third down and long.
Yeah, and how about Jeremiah Galvan, too, the defensive end, running out there, saw that screen coming a mile away and was able to break off from his usual duties and do an outstanding job of getting that one as a tackle for loss.
Play clock's down to 9. They get it off. Again, it's Rodriguez. He does a good job of breaking the first tackle, but still moving forward. Jeremiah Stevenson, one of the ones there, along with Gardner, to bring him down short of the yard to gain. So that'll be fourth down and long, and they'll have to punt it away.
We've got some good linebackers, as you've seen. Let's check out the quick kick right there. Sam Houston's going to have a chance to return.
40, look at the speed down the sideline. We've got a flag down. It's Treston Zachary who had the nice return, but he may have gotten some help illegally. Usually this is a block in the back. Whatever happened to clipping, Chuck? They call it block in the back now.
Yeah, that's a very good question. I can't answer that.
Clipping has kind of gone by the wayside.
Maybe we should resurrect it. Start calling it clips.
Yeah. Clipping.
Makes me want to go get a haircut.
It's neither. There was a hold. And they'll sort this out. There it is right there. Just threw the man down. I'm wondering if that's against Burbank. No, this is against Sam Houston. While they figure this out, let's go back down to Matt Roy.
All right, guys, got a good game going on here at the Rock.
Great. Thank you for that.
Absolutely. So tell me a little bit about Mega Furniture.
Well, it's our 23rd anniversary, Mega Furniture. We're here for the community. We're here to show everybody that we have a great selection of furniture, great selection of mattresses. We have the best financing around. We're here for the community.
What's it mean to be a sponsor of the community and of events like this?
Well, that's what that means there, is that we want everybody to come down and share it with us, and we're there to save you money and show you that we're the best around. We have the best ownership. Where we're here, we've been here for 12 years, and I'm here, Southside. got Daniel here, the boss.
I mean, can't say it any better than that. Back to you guys with some more action here on the field.
All right, appreciate it. It is a Mega Furniture first down for these Hurricanes. As we're just into the second quarter here. They'll swing it out. This went for a touchdown the last time they ran it. It's Carson. Chavarria gets out there with his teammates to bring him down as a short gain of about 5.
Yeah, a little lateral again, and I'll tell you, that's about the third or fourth time tonight that we've seen. If you decide that you're going to try to tackle one of these ball carriers up high, you're going to pay the price. I mean, these guys are really got some strong lower leg action working, and got to get them down low if you want to get them on the ground.
Second down, we'll call it 4. Youngblood in the shotgun, 2 receivers left and right, brings the man in motion, runs that little zone read again to the outside. Frank a year ago, and another flag down. And this may back up the Hurricanes again. It is a hold, and Sam Houston now with multiple penalties on this drive. Second down and 15.
Burbank trying to do whatever it can to get off the field. These guys, again, they got playoff aspirations, so this is a big ball game tonight, but it's not the end of the world if they can't see it through. But again, this thing's kind of wide open at the bottom of the district.
Little bubble screen into the air. That's dangerous. Could be picked off as that one went through the hands of LeBron Delane. He's one of our San Antonio Sports All-Stars. We announced the rosters last Sunday night on News 4. He had a 61-yard touchdown catch against Edison, did Delane. And he's been selected for the game that will be played on January 10th at 5:30 right here on the CWSA.
Yeah, 4-year starter as a defensive back.
3rd and 14 for Youngblood. Going to look over the middle. Got time. Now runs for his life. He's got some room. Directing traffic again. He's going to run for it a la Baker Mayfield. He's going to pick it up. And he showed it again there.
Right, I mean, it's right there in front of you for all to see. I mean, doing a little. It's not there. Do the safe thing and get out and use those long legs.
Yeah.
Look at that. Love it. Squared up, sell it. Look at linebackers frozen. They think he's going to unleash the fury with his arm. Nope. Set them all up so he could run for the sticks. Well done, Zero.
Yeah, kid's got a real good sense about knowing where everybody is. Handoff up the middle, inside, big gain. Jaden Hamilton, the sophomore, he's into the absolute power red zone, and all of a sudden the Hurricanes are on the move again here in the second quarter.
Yeah, now they're mixing and matching and letting some of these younger guys touch the ball, and it looked like they're missing a beat right there with 27. That was a heck of a run.
This Sam Houston offense, maestro running this thing. It's another Mega Furniture first down. Run that sweep that they like to do now over and over again. That time to Mavion Franklin Ross. He had 3 touchdowns against Edison. 2 via the air. Second down and 9. Youngblood checks his signals. Just cool and calm and in control so far here in the second quarter. Runs it wide again. Down to the 10. Inside the 9 is DeAndre Thomas. So they've got Thomas, they've got Rice, they've got Franklin Ross. We've already seen Carson So speedster after speedster with these Hurricanes.
Yeah, and Sebastian Ramos did a really good job of blowing this up. He just did not get any help from the outside. By the time he did, it's a nice little play on second down for Sam Houston.
So a manageable 3rd and 3 here for Youngblood. Brings a man in motion. Keeps it himself right up the middle. Touchdown, Youngblood. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And they've opened it up to a 2-touchdown lead as they've run that over and over again, stretching the defense, and smart play by the young man to keep it up inside.
Yeah, that was reminiscent of parting of the Red Sea. With as much room as Youngblood had to run with that football. Mercy.
Just watch the linebacker. Read your keys, as the coaches say. He read it perfectly, watched the linebacker, and then went inside.
Oh, that was a heck of a first step there, too, though. Let's not make any mistake about that. Yeah, this guy is really impressive tonight.
Extra point, no good. Doink. That can be returned for 2, but it won't be. And it'll be 20-7. With 7:30 to go. The Hurricanes open it up a little bit. We've got a flag down, and we'll see what that is when we come back.
Back here in Alamo Stadium for Little Caesars Thursday Night Lights, presented by the Gomez Law Firm, joined by another one of our sponsors here in Rushmax, is San Juana Rojas. How are you tonight?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing all right, doing all right. And the dancing robot, Rocky the Robot here. His eyes are not lit up, but he's lighting my eyes up. He's doing a great job. Nice job there, Rocky. So you guys offer a lot of events over there. Can you just tell me about what you guys offer, and then we'll get into the events here?
Yeah, so we do offer our go-karts, our laser tag, our bowling, soft play, and then we also have the arcade. Now for the adults, we also offer the bar and also the pool tables as well.
Awesome. What kind of events do you guys usually host?
So we are mostly known for our birthday parties, but we also host corporate events. We also host holiday parties, lock-ins, and then the field trips as well.
Awesome. And the last question I have for you is there's a lot of mascots down here. There's Little Caesar, there's a Bulldog, there's Rocky. Who wins in a fight?
Oh, I'm going to have to say the Bulldog.
Dang, Rocky! She just threw you under the bus. But you can outdance the Bulldog. Take us out, Rocky. Let's go. Yeah, Bulldog ain't got nothing on Rocky. Back to you guys.
Matt, I want to see you do the same move.
All right, he told me to do the same move. You got to show me one more time.
This is going to be bad. Thank God it's his last night. No.
You do it, Don. Let's go.
It's not
That's
bad.
not bad, Matt. That's not bad. For an offensive lineman.
Dancing bear.
Yeah, not bad. It was a little hard on Matt. He's pretty good.
Tell you what, I like watching one play football, don't you, Don? I mean, this dude, he's just going to take on everybody, even if it means bowling over his own dudes.
Rodriguez picking up 5 there. A little trouble here, but again, toughness. Getting all the way down to the 30-yard line. is Leo Lozano, who's the team captain. A nice tackle there by Tristan Zachary. One of our Ideal Precision Roofing and Exteriors player profiles is Leo Lozano. Captain, two-year track guy as well, 5'10", 190. Third down and short. Why not go to Rodriguez? He's stoned right at the line of scrimmage. And coming up to make the tackle is that Carson, who had a touchdown earlier tonight on offense. Coming up on defense to make a big play.
Yeah, a little run blitz action for Jermaine Carson. Last week, this dude had a fumble return of 60 yards for a touchdown against Lanier. Making a big play there.
A little quick kick here. They'll return it. And Zachary's down the sideline. Zachary to the 40, down to the 35 and out of bounds. And so good field position for the Hurricanes when we come back with 5:50 to play in the second quarter. We are back, 1st and 10. Youngblood has it knocked down and almost picked off. Chavarria got his hand up there. The big fella knocked it into the air. Couldn't quite reel it in for the tip and the interception, but a nice play to break through. And he does look like a man among boys tonight.
Yeah.
6'5", 290.
See, the number 82, man, it's like I might think about putting him out at tight end or wide receiver as well, with as well as he moves, but they're trying to set something up inside, and I don't think those Burbank Bulldogs were having any of that right there. They had all three guys back there.
Second and long, that zone read again to the outside, and maybe a little extracurricular there as Lavion Franklin Ross was tackled out of bounds. The first contact came inbound, so no flag. And third down, and with the nice gain, to pick up maybe almost like 3rd and 5, maybe 3rd and 6.
Something like his buddies were telling him something. He's like, hey, hold on a second. Let me get the play in first, then we'll have a chat.
Something tells me that Youngblood wants to put this up. Very confident young man throwing the football. Will swing it out. And getting the sticks for the first down is Jaden Hamilton. Got it by a full yard. They'll move the chains, and that's a Mega Furniture first down. Clock will stop momentarily as the Hurricanes look to add to their 20-7 lead here at Alamo Stadium.
Both these teams pretty young when you think about all of the guys that are getting a chance to play as we move on here just past the halfway mark of the season. And valuable experience that both of these teams are gaining as they make their playoff push. It's pretty cool to watch.
This quarterback you're watching tonight, only a sophomore. Keeps it to the outside on first down. Picks up 6 or 7 and dances out of bounds. And content with just that nice gain. on first down. Moves inside the absolute power red zone. It'll be second and short.
He's got a lot you can work with, right? He's got a great arm. He's got great vision. Obviously, you see his feet. Not afraid to take off and run with the football. And the thing that's also impressive, you talk about his kind of his court awareness here on the grid. I mean, he sees guys coming a mile away, and he hasn't taken a really hard hit of a lick yet.
He's only going to get bigger and put more weight on that frame. Look at him get out of that mess. And completes it, I think. And they're going to give it to him. Nice catch by LeBron Delane. But how about that? On the zone read, he said, I've got it, quarterback. Goes into the line. Uh-oh, it's not there. And the quickness to back out here is pretty impressive.
Directing traffic again, but yeah, great job by LeBron Delane, excuse me, making that happen right there, Don. This guy's their team leader in interceptions and showing off the hands right there for sure to get a fresh set for the Hurricanes.
It's like he juggled it, but he kept the ball off the ground as we look at our Gautier formal dresses band cam, the Sam Houston drum line getting ready. Hand inside to the sophomore. He is roped down by Chavarria right at the 1 yard line is Jaden Hamilton. And it'll be third down and goal as the Hurricanes look to just punch it in here and take a commanding 26-27 nothing lead.
See right there, lead. That run right there by Jaden Hamilton, right? That looks different. Right, sophomore, quick foot in the ground, great vision, drives it hard. I mean, this guy had a 33-yard touchdown last week and trying to get another one. But again, these are young guys that are growing up real quick here at Sam Houston.
Yep. False start though, and that's going to back them up here. They were knocking on the door right at the 1, and I believe this is going to be a false start on Sam Houston. They're claiming it might be offsides on Burbank. It looks like they may get that call. Sure enough. We would half the distance, so it'll be at the half-yard line. Here's Youngblood. Keeps it himself again, and another touchdown of the night for the quarterback. Xavier Youngblood dances in, and Sam Houston in control now at 26-7 with the extra point to come.
And you see how deceptive he is with the RPO game. And I tell you what, my eyes went towards Jaden Hamilton, and that's the second time tonight. You just lose track of the football because of how well he's selling that thing.
His third straight score for Youngblood.
Look at that. Ripped that thing last second.
Yeah, man, he's a confident young football player. Extra point is up, and it is good. It is 27-7. Sam Houston play, and we're back in 15 seconds.
At Brazilian Top Team San Antonio, our kids and teen classes build more than strength. From anti-bullying to mental resilience, your child becomes part of a community that lifts them up. Sign up today for a free trial class at bttsa.com.
So my question is, how does Youngblood get that lid inside the helmet?
That's a really good question.
That's impressive.
Well, so we know he's got great hair. We'll take that and check that box as well.
Maybe a little Lonnie Walker look under there. But just look how cool that kid is, man. His demeanor is just low heart rate. Nothing bothers him. And on every snap seems to be in command.
He really uses his length and his arm, his great feet. And again, I hate to keep harping on the football IQ portion because it doesn't make a lot of sense when you're talking about a guy that didn't play middle school football, but sure looks the part.
Burbank, nice return here with 2:46 to go. Caleb Perez, the sophomore, with a nice return.
Let's see, this is a huge drive, right?
Yeah, Burbank desperately needs to get some points on the board here before the half. Remember, the Burbank offense dealing with lots of injuries, including the quarterback position. They're down to their fourth quarterback. You know you're in trouble when they say the emergency quarterback is hurt. And so...
Yeah, and with that said, I mean, that's off to Joshua Garcia, number one, and then also this Burbank coaching staff for, doing a really good job of getting these guys ready to play ball.
Jacob Torres playing QB on this series. He's a receiver. He's a freshman. And he's got 2 catches on the yard, 2 catches, 17 yards on the season. And now this young freshman getting some valuable snaps at quarterback. Don't know that he's going to stay there. Now it looks like they're moving Rodriguez with a direct snap. Nope, it's Torres. He hands to Rodriguez. Short game. And we are coming up on the 2-minute timeout. That could very well be the last play before the 2-minute timeout, which is new to high school football if you haven't seen that yet this year. And that gives us time to tell you about San Antonio Sport. Difference in our communities with our Beyond the Game program. Let's hear more about it from San Antonio Sports and Valero.
Every day, our high school and middle school coaches work hard to help athletes reach their maximum potential while also teaching life lessons through sports. Beyond the Game provides a platform to support our coaches as they develop athletes beyond the basic X's and O's.
Valero's commitment to integrity and community service is reflected in every aspect of our work and community involvement. We're proud to partner with San Antonio Sports to acknowledge the next generation of leaders who embrace these values.
We are thrilled to have Valero on our team. They are a company that lives their values and makes San Antonio a better place for all of us. Having Valero as a teammate for Beyond the Game will help this program continue to positively impact more teams, coaches, and families. Teams will be recognized in the San Antonio High School All-Star Football Game in the Alamo Dome. If you want to nominate, you can visit sanantoniosports.org and learn more about the program and nominate a team or individual today.
All right, thanks, Jenny. Love San Antonio Sports, what they're doing with Beyond the Game. We feature it every week on our sports shows, and it's just a great community effort as it's 4th down and 1 here for these Burbank Bulldogs, and don't think they're going to get it. It's close, but I think the big interior line for Sam Houston made the stop.
Yeah, Aiden Ward, who left this game earlier after he hurt either a finger or a hand. This dude's playing hurt and made a great play, and there are several Hurricanes that literally had their ears pinned back on that one to stop that one dead cold on 4th down.
So this is a really dangerous situation for Burbank. They went for it, short field now for Sam Houston, and plenty of time with 3 timeouts to get another score before half. Youngblood, the slant dropped right through the hands of Mavion Franklin Ross, and he might have scored had he caught it.
Well, that was one heck of a seed thrown by Xavier on that one. Just a couple step drop back and let it rip. Right on time, too.
So the clock stops with 1:40 to go. Good ball.
Yeah.
2nd down and long. They give it to Ross this time, and he's brought down from behind by, guess who, Chavarria. This young man rips out on film. Can't wait to see him.
Yeah, and you got,
who'd you say, Texas State and who else?
UIW and some others, but check out 84 John De La Cruz as well, man. That guy's fighting off his block and right there to make sure that if 82 wasn't there, which he was, obviously, he was going to be able to make a play too. But, yeah, there's no doubt, Don, 82 looks a little different than just about everybody else, right? In a lot of ballparks.
Sam Houston's letting a lot of time here because it's 3rd and 11.
6'6", 270, and can move like that.
Yeah, he's special. I wonder if you could play him at tight end.
Probably so.
So we had our flashback to 2015. Chuck, let's go back 12 years to 2013 when you and I think we're just starting this thing.
You can see the graphic. The last Burbank Wayward Son was number 1. Third down and a country mile for Cervantes. It's picked off. Burbank's got an interception and a touchdown.
Are you kidding me? This is something else, this turnaround.
Fakes it, keeps it. Sanchez with room.
See ya.
Sanchez. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Luna. Touchdown. And the Burbank Bulldogs have exploded in the second half.
You're a Highlands grad. But you're all Burbank tonight.
No, I'm a Bulldog at heart, man, I tell you.
I know there's a lot of football lessons in this, but what does this say about life for you guys and your players?
I tell you what, in life, there's going to be some big obstacles, but I tell you what, these guys overcame it tonight. They know they had a good football team that they were going to play against, and they met the challenge, and I tell you what.
Oh, what a game that was as Youngblood runs for his life again, going from sideline to sideline, and now fires downfield. Got a man down there. It's broken up. Good job to come back and make a play. It was Christian Gutierrez.
Well, you talk about extending a play, right? Youngblood doing everything he can, goes to the last possible second, and that comes within a whisker of being another touchdown.
Went down there to LeBron Delane. It's 4th down. Looks like they'll punt it away. That Burbank win in 2013, I think it's the only time we've done a game at that SAISD sports complex. That was so much fun. The press box was really low. We were very close to the field. And 37 points in the 4th quarter. That was one we'll never forget. I'll never forget. Do you remember that one, Joe?
I do remember that one, and that's probably right up at the top as my favorite game that we've done, just because it was literally a dog with fleas for 3 quarters, and then like you never saw what ended up happening happen.
Yeah,
that was just absolutely unbelievable that you could turn a ball game like that, where one team could dominate like that, and then you get a couple of big plays, and then all of a sudden it just sparks everything else. I mean, that was definitely an all-timer.
The proverbial high snap. I think that may have been tipped. And with 30 seconds left, Burbank will have decent field position. They don't put it in the air, though, so that's going to be really hard to move this ball down the field without putting it in the air.
Well, it's not that they can't put it in the air. They're just limited. As we take another look, and a lot of air between ball and foot, and almost one of those Bulldogs got back there to block it. And wasn't that been a big play to kind of flip things around here before the half?
Would have been huge. 28 seconds to go. They have just one timeout here. And again, a reminder, their top few quarterbacks have been knocked out, but this young man has done a nice job. Joshua Garcia, the sophomore.
Yeah, I mean,
just managing the game so far.
Absolutely, and again, it's like the kid's not panicking. I mean, he looks like he's been back there the whole season, and they're doing a great job.
Here he puts it up, and it's incomplete off his receiver's hands. Needs to have him catch those.
Yeah, right. I mean, that looked like he'd been playing back there all year, right? Got the dime on time and just got to make the play. But again, you have a lot of empathy for what's going on at Burbank, and when you're running through quarterbacks and cycling through these guys at the rate they have this year, continuity is definitely going to be a challenge.
2nd down and 10, 23 seconds to go. They run zone sweep, and Caleb Perez is brought down by Garner. Whistles blow. I believe that's going to be their final timeout. Hey, don't forget about the Christus Children's $5,000 band grant. It goes to one of the many bands that we have on TNL all season. So if you like what you see tonight, scan the code. You can scan the code tonight for a team you saw 3 weeks ago. Just scan the code and vote for the team that you like the best, the band that you like the best. And the winner, whoever gets the most votes by the end of the season, will receive the $5,000 band grant. You must be 18. Terms and conditions apply. And that's our band camp, brought to you this year by Gautier Formal Dresses. This time of year. That ball's loose. They're going to call it down. You saw the official throw the marker. Sam Houston going old school band uniform. I like that. So many times we see the bands in the polo shirts and khaki shorts. No, man, I like it when they go with the old school uniforms. Should have a uniform czar for the band uniforms.
You have the clock strike 0, or they're going to put some time back on the clock?
I think there was a lot of time left when they threw that marker. Lupe Bersenio and his crew doing a nice job tonight. So there'll be 5 seconds left. They're going to call it an inadvertent whistle. And really, I thought maybe that ball was out. That might have been the inadvertent whistle. It could have been a turnover if we have another look at that. Timeout, Sam Houston here. And Burbank may have escaped with a big break there, because I thought that Joshua Garcia may have lost the football.
Yeah, they got 9 seconds on the clock now, but as we take another look, he runs into his own guy.
The ball was out.
I'm not sure if his knee was down or not. It was awful close.
You can see him start to lose control of it while he was well up.
They're at least going to make Burbank run a play here and see if they can make something happen on this special teams play, whether it's a block or an attempted block, and then see if they can get something in the return game.
They'll run it right up the middle, and being dragged down with 2 seconds to go, and now the horn blows, and that'll be halftime. It'll be 27-7, our halftime score. And now they're saying, hang on.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as the ball carrier was stopped, it should be a dead ball.
Play. They may get one. Three seconds. And because he didn't pick up the first down, Sam Houston's going to have Hail Mary time here.
Well, we've already seen the arm of Youngblood on that last throw, Don, where he went downfield and he was trying to extend the play. I mean, he's running to his left. He threw that ball a good 40 yards against the grain. That was pretty impressive. So I don't think we're going to have any issues on whether or not he can get the ball downfield. So let's see how these Hurricanes decide to pair this thing with one play here before the half.
And with this many speedsters, wouldn't be surprised if we saw a little hook and ladder type action.
Yeah, and you can definitely throw something underneath if that's the route you want to go.
Yeah, they do that. And that's it. This play will be the last. He pitches it. Now it's out. Another pitch. That was forward. Big fella's rumbling, stumbling. They call it dead after the forward lateral. Big guy thought he had a touchdown.
Well, he did. He did. It's just not going to count.
Could you see how excited he was?
Man, that was well executed by Sam Houston other than that last pitch. I mean, take what they're giving you. If they're going to play all their safeties back, see if you can get something going underneath. And that's what you do, right? Run until it looks like you're going to go down and then flip it. And I love
that one's
this
backwards.
Good court awareness by Marquise Rice there. And unfortunately,
Jeremy
that
Orozco.
one right there went the wrong directions. Got to go backwards, fellas.
Jeremy Orozco thought he had one. God, how about the joy he plays with? That's awesome. Well, it's halftime, and it's 27-7. Matt Roy running down coach on the sidelines. Hurricanes looking good here in the first half. Let's go down to Matt, who's standing by with Jeremy Williams. Matt?
All right, Coach. On the last play, what were you guys attempting to do there? And I was pretty happy when the thick six happened. Obviously didn't count, but I was pretty happy.
I mean, we were not trying to do that. That's just some players improvising. We just wanted to get a screen, get it to an athlete in space, and see if he could take it to the house, to be honest with you.
I mean, he got it to one of the best athletes on the field. It was just a forward pass, unfortunately. You guys' offense is clicking. Mr. Youngblood, the sophomore, is doing pretty much everything he wants, it seems like, on offense. What's going right for you guys?
Running the ball, just sticking to our guns, keeping it basic, not trying to do too much.
All right, Coach. Good luck in the second half.
Appreciate you, my brother.
All right, stick around. When we come back, it's the DH Plumbing Halftime Show. Matt will bring us both bands. David Chancellor's got the Scholar Athletes of the Week. It's 27-7 here at Alamo Stadium. The halftime show is next.
Tonight's broadcast of Thursday Night Lights is sponsored by Little Caesars, the Gomez Law Firm, Beluga Air, DH Plumbing, Rushmax, Mega Furniture, San Antonio Sports, Valero, Absolute Power Electrical Contractors, Christus Children's, Gautier Formal Dresses, The Good Feet Store, Collision Experts of Alamo Heights, South Texas Family Medicine and Urgent Care, TELUS Equipment, Ideal Precision Roofing, Brazilian Top Team, and Monarch Trophy Studio. Welcome to the DH Plumbing Halftime Report.
Welcome back to Thursday Night Lights, presented by the Gomez Law Firm. It is halftime here at Alamo Stadium, 27-7 in favor of the Sam Houston Hurricanes as they look to stay undefeated in the district play. Burbank, the winners last year for the first time in nearly 50 years, trying to make a comeback in this second half. Right now, the Burbank Bulldog Marching Band on the field right now. We spoke to their band director a little bit earlier this week. Take a listen.
My name is Federico Cardenas, and I've been a band director for the last 11 years. It kind of goes by pretty fast. And I am the director of bands here at Burbank High School. We lost 21 seniors last year, and so we really had to focus on our freshmen, our sophomores, just so we can retain, because losing 21 seniors, that's a pretty big hit on our side. Our show is called Corazón Mexicano. And, us being on the south side of town, we wanted to show people a little bit of our culture, our heritage, the sounds that, we grew up listening to on a Saturday morning when we would go to our grandma's house or our tia's house. We're just in our own house when our moms are up, making breakfast or cleaning the house. And so we wanted to highlight that. We wanted to highlight the colors. You're going to see a lot of our flags have a lot of ties to the Mexican culture, and then our music is literally just a bunch of sones from mariachi music and boleros, and it's a really cool concept this year, a good product that we're excited to show this season in September, the last weekend of September, and it's going really good. We went up to the U.S. band circuit this year, which is a more competitive circuit, and we wanted to put our kids in that position. We wanted to challenge them. We wanted to show them that they can do it and be competitive. And I'm happy to say we've gotten second place in our competitions this year. And we've missed it by 0.5 or half a point, And we've gotten best music a few times. And we've taken quite a bit of those captions. And so we're excited. We're excited for the product that we're providing our audience. So it's been a great competition season. But this Saturday is our biggest competition, which is the UIL Regional marching contest at Ferris Stadium, and we play at 3 this weekend. And so hopefully, everything goes well. We'll be at area in a few weeks. I just want to shout out our administration team here. They're amazing, from our principal to our counselors to our APs, and then our band boosters. They're incredible. We have parents who are here over the weekend, work early or late at night, sewing and hemming and washing clothes and doing this and that, providing breakfast, lunch, and dinner when it's competition days, giving rides and things like that. It's just so much. And so our boosters have really stepped up with the support and driving our trailers, and it's been incredible. But we can't do it without our principals, our admins, our custodians, and our boosters. It takes a village.
It's time to vote for the Christian Children's $5,000 band grant. To vote for the Burbank High School Marching Band, scan the QR code on your screen. You must be 18 years old or older and live in our viewing area.
San Antonio middle and high school athletes are doing great things for our community. San Antonio Sports and Valero are shining a light on teams and individuals who model key values through their actions. This week, we salute 2 schools whose community projects demonstrate beyond the game values. The Churchill Chargers boys basketball program generously gave their time to support Larkspur Elementary's bike rodeo, from assisting with bike repairs and maintenance to helping young students develop their riding skills. The student athletes made the morning both memorable and impactful. Memorial High School football players spent a day giving back through the Minutemen Read program at Loma Park Elementary. They dedicated their time to reading with students in both English and Spanish. Their efforts not only inspired a love for learning, but also highlighted the positive impact student athletes can have as role models. These athletes demonstrated the beyond the game values of integrity, respect, teamwork, excellence, and community service.
You're watching the DH Plumbing Halftime Report.
Welcome back to Little Caesars Thursday Night Lights, presented by the Gomez Law Firm. We're back at Alamo Stadium, affectionately called the Rock Pile, in its 86th year of hosting games here in San Antonio. And it's time for our Beluga Air Scholar Athlete of the Week. At the end of the year, Beluga Air will present a $10,000 scholarship to one of the athletes we feature this year on TNL. David Chancellor introduces us to this week's Scholar Athlete from Burbank.
Burbank's Joseph Morales is a big dude. His playing weight is 220 in football and wrestling. Problem is, he's going up against dudes much bigger.
As a shorter guy, especially as a lineman, it was not easy. Wrestling at my weight class, 285, that's the heaviest weight class, and I'm not 285. I'm 220. I'm like 220 something.
Oh, wow.
I'm wrestling huge guys.
It doesn't matter because you can't measure Joseph on a scale, because you can't measure ambition and drive, and my man has plenty of both.
I try to get after it every day. Every day I practice, I always think about better, because I do struggle a lot on the mat and on the field, and it shows in my film and it shows in everything. But I still fight, and I do not give up. That's not in my nature.
I will guarantee you, my man, that soundbite will be in the piece. That's my favorite soundbite of the entire year.
Perfect soundbite for a guy who comes pretty close himself. Varsity football, varsity wrestling, he's got a 96 GPA, and he's the 3-time class president.
Nobody wants to run against me. It's kind of bad. I wish someone did run against me more often. I wish there was more competitiveness.
You got a future in politics?
I don't think so. My mom wants me to get into government and stuff, but I'm a businessman.
Okay.
I'm all about the money. I don't really like politics, but it's all right.
They need some nice guys. They could use a guy like you.
Yeah. I know. My mom would say that a lot.
You're watching the DH Plumbing Halftime Report.
Welcome back to Little Caesars Thursday Night Lights, presented by the Gomez Law Firm. I feel robbed. They just stopped Taylor Swift Shake It Off right before we came on air. I was going to dance and everything. You guys really missed out. But you're not going to miss out on the Sam Houston Marching Band. They're about to come onto the field. We did speak to their band director a little bit earlier this week. Take a listen.
Okay, my name is Adam. I'm the director of band at Sam Houston, and this is my 29th year in education. It is a young band. Size was small. We're the Chihuahuas of bands this year. We only have 15 instruments. There's 8 percussion, 7 horns. I wish that was flipped, but you know, the deck of cards that dealt to us. Doing a very good job. You know, how we pull that off is I have to do the arrangements myself, and I arrange them. Basically, I curtail them to the size of the band and to the instrumentation that I have, and so I'm a seamstress in music, making the music for our music for our students so that we can be successful. It's a fairly young group, but they've responded to the challenge big time, and so I love that portion about it. So our theme for our show is all the stars, and as I was thinking through it and thinking about what songs I could do to kind of illuminate these stars that I have here, although it's not many stars, they are all stars in their own right, doing what they do in order to make us shine brightly here. And so that's how that came about. So with that being said, we kind of looked at Shining Star, Earth, Wind, and Fire. We looked at All the Stars. That was one of the songs that came off of the Black Panther soundtrack. And Hollywood Swinging, Hollywood Stars. You know, so those are the 3 songs that will be encompassed in our show this year. We went to one competition we just had last week. We are just a step away from getting a superior rating. So that's what we're working on right now to clean it up a little bit more and to balance it out, blend it, and give us that opportunity to get superior rating. Definitely give shout out to my wife, and because many hours away from my wife, actually, it's just my wife and I now. All of my kids are in college, off in college. So my wife, just a lot of times she's there, you know, when I'm not, you know, and she's holding down the fort at home. So, and then to the administration and staff here at Sam Houston for their support, constantly just giving me that opportunity to shine the way that I do. The band boosters, oh my God, that's always right there when I need, you know, and anything I ask of them, they go for it. And so I appreciate that so much. So big shout out to them as well. And then to the parents for allowing me that opportunity to number one, love on their kids and to teach their kids. So I appreciate that as well.
For the Christian Children's $5,000 band grant, to vote for the Sam Houston High School Marching Band. Scan the QR code on your screen. You must be 18 years old or older and live in our viewing area. Thanks again to Christian Children's for sponsoring this year's $5,000 band grant.
You're watching the DH Plumbing Halftime Report.
Welcome back.
We got ourselves a show tonight. That was fun to watch. Time to look at our first half highlights. Jermaine Carson got the scoring started down the sideline to make it 7-0, and Burbank matched it with Edward Rodriguez, and then Chuck, it became the Xavier Youngblood show.
Yeah, doing it with his feet, doing it with his arm, and again, just electric on these RPOs. A late rip right there, and fooled the Burbank guys, and there's another 6 for the Canes, who are in control here in the first half.
27-7, third quarter action straight ahead.
This is Little Caesars Thursday Night Lights, presented by the Gomez Law Firm.
We are back. As you can see, 17 seconds left in the halftime here at Alamo Stadium as we take a look at our halftime statistics. Chuck, it's been all Sam Houston.
It really has, and we talked about how limited Burbank was going to be as they worked with their fourth-string quarterback, and I must say he's doing a heck of a job. He's made some good throws tonight. Got to get some help, though, on the back end. But, yeah, Sam Houston has been in total control. They had the turnover early in this game, but ever since then, it's been Katie bar the door for the Canes.
Both teams making their way back onto the field. The Bulldogs are on the field now. Sam Houston getting ready to come through their breakthrough. As we told you at the outset, this game is big in the district standings, 12-5A Division II. Sam Houston started the year 0-4, but have won 3 straight in district play and have been impressive doing it. Wins over Brackenridge 34-12, Edison 49-0. And last week they beat Lanier 28-14. For Burbank, they started winless and had a game canceled at Luling, but they won last week to beat Highlands 29-15 to bring their district record even at 1-1. And so, if they can get back into this ball game, they would keep their playoff hopes alive. Second loss won't kill them. But, Chuck, a 4-0 start for the Hurricanes would put them in the driver's seat.
Yeah, we talked to Coach Williams this week, and he said, we played a really brutal non-conference schedule because the programs that they played, Austin LBJ, Victoria West, Kerrville Tivy, and the like, he says those are the programs that we're aspiring to be. So they front-loaded that schedule so that they could reap the benefits on the back end, which they've done so far. And he said as much as we learned from that 4-game stretch, he also added this caveat, yeah, we're not doing that again. They've got a pretty young roster. They've also got not that many kids, Don, around 40 guys out for football. So, there's something to be said about having a bunch of guys being fresh, ready for district play too. But to this point, this sure has paid benefits because this Sam Houston team really looks good here tonight.
Deron Gardner, one of their stars, making the tackle on special teams there. As Burbank, if you're just joining us, running out number 24 at quarterback. It's an odd quarterback number because really Joshua Garcia is not a quarterback. He's been pushed into quarterback action because they are down to quarterback number 4 after a lot of injuries to Jacob Torres, Roman Garcia, and even their emergency quarterback, Leo Lozano. And so they'll go with Reed, get it to the outside, and that's Drake Gallegos. He's just a sophomore, and he's brought down. As we go down to the sidelines, and Matt Roy. Matt.
Guys, Coach Ricker said that they got to string some plays together on offense. There's no 20-point plays, as we know. That would be really entertaining, though. So they have to string some plays together, make sure that they can get into the end zone, start chipping in this lead. On the defensive end, they want to keep Youngblood in the pocket. We saw the Baker Mayfield-esque play, as you dubbed it a little bit earlier, Don, of him getting outside the pocket, getting the first down. He wants to keep it inside the pocket, see what the sophomore can do with his arm. If he can't do it with his arm, he thinks they have a shot.
Handed off to Edward Rodriguez right up the middle. He's still going across midfield. He's a tough runner. Rodriguez, as you see Coach Ricker happy with that effort. They had some success on their first scoring drive when they played a little smash mouth and played physical. Guys up front for Burbank helping do that, including Anatola Ali, Puka as we call him.
Yeah, and you can see why they love Edward Rodriguez. I mean, this kid, there's no quitting this guy. Great player, great leader, starting on both sides of the ball, and they give it to him whenever they can.
Fighting for yardage here is Caleb Perez. He's just a sophomore, and he still doesn't go to the ground. He's got a lot of fight in him.
Yeah, like all these dogs. But, you've got Joshua Garcia. The one thing I could say that really stands out to me, Don, we're talking about, this guy's a sophomore, but you wouldn't know it. His maturity level, 24, as, having to be thrown into the fire, so to speak, and he looks like he's in total control of what's going on, and there's a lot of poise there, and, they may have something here for the future, too, as they build forward.
Rodriguez goes, does a forward roll for some yardage.
We talk about this guy that does everything right. What a leader he is, what kind of a dude he is, and just how lucky Coach Ricker, you're coming into a new gig, head coach at Burbank, and you got to have guys like this, man, that are program buy-in with the new coach, and he says, man, I was just really lucky to have that guy.
2nd and 6 are going to throw it. Now keeping it is Garcia, and he just gets down. Smart play. He was being pursued there by big Aiden Ward. He's just a sophomore defensive end for Sam Houston. So a lot of sophomores, even some freshmen on the field here tonight.
Look at this, though. Just the poise. He went back, he dropped back, nice little shoulder fake, and then it wasn't there. He did it again. It still wasn't there, and it's like, okay, I got to tuck and go. But obviously he's been coached to get on the ground. They cannot lose another quarterback this year.
Rodriguez in the backfield with him. Tried to draw him off. Thought they did, and we have whistles. Looked like that was offsides on Sam Houston in the neutral zone. Explanation coming from Eric Morales, the headline judge.
It's going to tighten up this third down play, that's for sure.
It'll make it real close. 3rd down and 1. Bulldogs on the move inside the Sam Houston 30 now. And 2 down territory here. If they don't convert here, they can certainly go for it on 4th down, as long as it's not a negative play. He'll hand it off inside to Rodriguez. He breaks it. Still on his feet. Tough run for a new Rush Max 1st down. Cross the 25 and knocking on the door of the Absolute Power red zone.
And Edward may have taken a little nick right there. He's asking to come out of the game, but there wasn't a whole lot there, was it? Look at, he just kind of creeps and crawls and then jams his way up there. But yeah, he took a little shot to the head, it looked like, and went to the ground kind of hard, man. That kid's had a heck of a workload here this evening for sure.
So they'll put Leo Lozano in for him back there with Joshua Garcia on this Rush Max 1st down, and they hand it to Lozano, and he's got big yardage. Just keeps those legs grinding. And now on the near side, we got a little extracurricular that went on, but no flag.
It might be a good time to talk about this Burbank offensive line, too, in this run game. You got Boagia, the senior at left tackle. That guy's an all-district 2nd teamer. Got your man Puka at 51 at guard on the left side. And then Morales, Salas, and Rosales. 55 is an all-district 2nd teamer. So big boys stepping up right here on this drive, and a great start to the second half for these Bulldogs.
Yep, running some clock, moving the chains. 2nd down and manageable. 4. Pump and go. Overshot his man as saying, I think we got crossed up there, buddy. Little pump and go, and a good coverage back there too by Sam Houston. Didn't buy the fake.
Yeah, Marquise Rice, the 2nd team all-district performer, 13 for Sam Houston. Outstanding job. He was the lone guy back there at safety. Did not bite on the play fake. Stayed back there, and that was going to be an awfully difficult pass given the route. Thanks to 13 and the job he did back there.
2 downs to get 4 yards. They give it to Rodriguez, and he gets the 10, and he gets the Rush Max 1st down inside the Absolute Power red zone. Wasn't out long with that, whatever it was that hurt him for a little bit. And then a nice job there of keeping his balance and fighting off the tackle.
Yeah, keeping his balance and then looking for contact, right? It's like, get out of my way. I got things to do here. Very impressive start on this drive here for Burbank.
Got to score, though, from here. It's 1st and goal, the tip of the ball right on the 10. Run the zone read. They stretch it out. Cutting inside to about the 6, maybe the 7. Is Brian Jalomo. Finally get whistles.
There's a rugby scrum down there at the 5-yard line.
2nd down and goal from about the 6.
I love it. A little pep talk at halftime, and got all the forces of nature working against you. And these Bulldogs are not batting an eyelash. They're coming right down your throat here to start this second half.
3rd quarter flying by. Already down to the 6-minute mark. They'll go to Rodriguez again. Finds a little seam. Still on his feet. Still pushing forward. Still pushing forward. Still pushing forward. Did he get in? Flag fly late here. And we may have unsportsmanlike. And if it's against Burbank, that's a killer. Because your guy got all the way down there. But if it's against Sam Houston,
call this because, I mean, if the ball's still in play, I mean, all they did was go down and block.
They weren't going to get in. It was going to be at the 1. But this will give them a new set of downs. If it's a personal foul, it's an automatic 1st down. It was going to be 4th. A 3rd down. so it's against both. It's offset, so where do they mark it? It'll be third down. And it looks like they're going to mark it at the 2. And after the play, there was a shove in the end zone. That draws 1. That draws 2. And then there's one there by Sam Houston.
We couldn't, or we didn't have the benefit of having whether or not the whistle was blown or not. So again, I mean, if you got a rugby scrum and the ball is being advanced and there's no dead ball or whistles being blown, then hey man, it's football.
Yep, I think they marked his knee down at the 2 because I thought the ball was close to the goal line. It's a timeout from Sam Houston. It's 3rd and goal for Burbank when we come back. Welcome back, 3rd and goal to the 1. Touchdown! Bulls his way in, and what an opening drive to this second half by the Bulldogs, showing off. My guys came out here after being down 27-7 and just march it right down the field for the score. Christian Sandoval on to kick the extra point. And it's up and good. 2-touchdown game. Actually less than that because we had a missed PAT from Sam Houston earlier in the game. The Hurricanes will have it when we come back. So the Burbank Bulldogs, thanks to Leo Lozano, get right back in this football game. Lozano with the 4 carries, 37 yards, and that touchdown that capped off that opening drive here for Burbank in the second half. They do a little pooch here. I don't think they were trying to get recovering onside, but they were trying to make it difficult for Sam Houston to handle.
Well, you can't blame them if that's what they were thinking, right? I mean, but the last thing you want is to have the ball pop up like that and have whoever is going to receive the football get a big old Sunday hop like that. But, yeah, I mean, why not take at least a chance and see if you can't make something happen with a little.
Half, 3 touchdowns, all on the ground. Showed a lot of poise in leading this Hurricane offense, and they come out with now a 13-point lead, and it's a Rush Max first down. They've been running that all night. Chavaria saying, nope, not going anywhere. The big fella, Ramsey Chavaria, one of our San Antonio Sports All-Stars, 6'6", 270, dominating the district this year, 35 tackles, 6 for loss. He's had 2 of those tonight, so 8 for loss. 4 sacks, 3 hurries, and just I'm a man and you're a boy.
You have to definitely account for 82 when he's on the field, and quite frankly, I would just as soon run away from him. As far away as I could possibly get.
And 16 now for Sam Houston. They'll throw it out in the flat. They complete it. Carson runs up the back of his own man, bounces off, and still gets positive yardage. Carson's a little slow getting up. Scored a touchdown on the first drive of the game. He'll hobble this one off, and he's okay.
Yeah, these dudes are starting to bring their intensity level up quite a few notches in this football game on every play. I mean, again, we talked about what at stake here tonight. Burbank, even with all of the problems or issues they've had at quarterback in terms of injuries, these guys still control their own destiny for not only a playoff spot, for possibly winning the league too.
It'd be good to get off the field here, 3rd and 11. Firing and incomplete as Youngblood and Mavion Franklin Ross got crossed up a little bit there. Franklin Ross showing a little bit of frustration as quarterback, but that'll force a punt. Burbank will have a chance to get even closer here as they get off the field defensively.
Well, you get the feeling that Sam goes, and if they do, that could very well be a home run ball when they spread you out like that. They haven't really had to do it tonight to this point, but it's sure going to get awfully interesting here if Burbank can get another punch.
Serrano Diaz, the kicker and the punter. And they almost got to one earlier, and they almost got to this one, forcing a very high punt. No flag. I don't know how they avoided running into him. But Burbank will have the football with good field position when we come back. Late 3rd quarter here at the Rock Pile.
Back here at the Rock Pile for Thursday Night Lights. Burbank trying to make this a 1-score game. Funny story for you guys at halftime. So This is like a Santa Claus situation. I'm sorry to everyone who thinks this is the real Caesar, but there is a man inside the Caesar costume. He is a former Burbank Bulldog football player. So he was standing over there by the Burbank locker room at halftime, and one of the players comes up to him and says, "We're going to score for you." Guess what they did? They went out and scored the football. So you can really thank Caesar for making this a 2-score game, and now they might go score for Caesar again, guys.
It's a pizza.
Pizza.
What we're finding out tonight is, wait a second, the mascot Caesar is a homer.
Yeah,
I thought he was supposed to be impartial. Like, this is Thursday Night Lights for two teams. I don't know, man. I hope it doesn't cost him his job. Oh, hello.
Oh, another little shove after the fact, and they catch him. A little frustration showing there by the Hurricanes. That'll be 15 yards.
You're getting a little chippy.
Automatic first down. That's way after the play, and just kind of a something tells me Rodriguez may have said something.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time, right? And then that's why you got to maintain your composure, because they never get the first guy, they only get the second guy.
Jeremiah Stevenson, the big junior tackle, guilty of that one. So don't look now, but the Burbank Bulldogs are threatening. 20. And they only trail by 13. We got a long way to go in this one. Offense, the reverse, not going anywhere. Sam Houston didn't buy it as Caleb Perez goes down. I like the thought, because they might be keying on Edward Rodriguez, and they handed him the ball, but Sam Houston stayed home, and it's a loss of 3.
Yeah, he did a really good job of just kind of reading what was right in front of him, and you can't blame the Bulldogs are trying to mix it up a little bit, but that proved to be not the right call at the right time, and it's going to put them behind the sticks.
2nd and 13 now. It's Rodriguez up the middle for about 3. Of course, he never goes down. And that gives us time to tell you that during the 4th quarter of tonight's game, we'll be highlighting the school bus stop of the game. You know, it's the law in every state that requires drivers to always stop for the school bus when the stop arm is out and the lights are flashing. That's coming up. Got an injured Hurricane down. Looks like it just cramps. We're back in 15 seconds.
At Brazilian Top Team San Antonio, our kids and teen classes build more than strength. From anti-bullying that lifts them up. Sign up today for a free trial class at bttsa.com.
So they attend to the injured Hurricane down there, still down. We'll take a break, come back, 3rd and 10. Good news, Aiden Ward's off to the sideline. Aiden's had a tough night, man. A little inside zone read. Picks up about 3. That's Brian Jalomo on the carry. I think Wright dislocated his fingers earlier in the game. Taped him up, toughed it out, got back on the field, and I think he's dealing with some cramps.
You know, a lot of these guys, you know, talk about so many of these players, both teams, playing on both sides of the ball. And we're up here in a booth with a nice cool temperature up here, and everything's great. We're hydrating, and these guys are running around down on a football field playing a 3-hour football game.
Big play here, 4th and 7. And thrown in between his 2 intended receivers. And I think he's saying dig. So you're supposed to run the dig. Even I know what a shovel looks like. And that cost him the series. Just some miscommunication there as Garcia was expecting Brian Jalomo to run the dig and ended up throwing it short.
Yeah, it was fascinating talking to Coach Ricker this week. We got some intel that they had a quarterback hurt. So we had to ask him because he didn't necessarily offer that up. He certainly didn't offer it up as an excuse. But when we were talking about his quarterback, Joshua Garcia, I mean, he's like, no, we're fully confident in this guy and what we've seen so far. And as you see Sam Houston bust off a nice run, but he was just really complimentary for how quickly Joshua Garcia has kind of picked things up and how he dealt with being thrown into the fire last week with limited reps. He's had a really nice night playing quarterback. And that's a really nice run by 27. We've seen that a time or two tonight for sure from that young guy.
Yeah, when I asked him, I said, is this your backup? He said, you can say that. He's wearing number 24, right? And I said, yeah. He goes, that's not a quarterback number, right? And I said, yeah. He goes, yep. We lost our backup and our backup and our emergency. But he did say that he's got full confidence in this sophomore, and he's done a nice job.
All right, 100%. Right? I mean, if you'd go to any program in town and tell them that they were on their 4th signal caller, I mean, again, it's the poise. He doesn't look like he's getting his first varsity reps at that spot. Not with the way he's played. I mean, simply knowing the offense is absolutely a miracle, you would think, on a lot of levels.
Under a minute now in the third. Sam Houston protecting a 13-point lead. It's a Rushmax first down for Xavier Youngblood. He keeps it himself right up the middle. He's had a lot of success. He's still on his feet. Not for long, as that will go for negative yardage, as Burbank was finally able to bring him down.
Burbank bringing the full Monty on that one. Be a little bit careful about playing to the Youngblood, trying to fight off 4 defenders on that particular run.
2nd down and 8. Final snap of the third quarter. He'll keep again. Youngblood looking for the sidelines. Now he's thinking about throwing it, and does. A complete ad lib there. Mavion Franklin Ross has the 50, gets out of bounds across midfield. And if there's no flags, which would be a miracle for no illegal man downfield, it's a first down. And it'll have a new set of downs when we come back for the fourth quarter. Line of scrimmage was the 38. He's right at the 38 there. Maybe crossed it. And then threw it. Kind of got away with one there.
Perhaps, right? I thought, well, if that was the case, then surely the Burbank sideline, which had happened right in front of them, they'd be going a little wild over there, but nobody seemed to be saying anything, so just give them the benefit of the doubt there, and certainly the referees as well. It's Sam Houston on the next play, which we just were not able to see. Picked up a nice little play on first down there for 9 yards on a run, and now more.
Fires out there. Chavarria just dealing a blow at the end of that play. That might be a collision nominee. It's going to move the sticks. It's going to be Omega Furniture first down for Franklin Ross. But man, did Chavarria come in there at the end of that and clean it up.
Yeah, giving new meaning to the word hit from behind, right? I mean, if you're going to get hit by this guy, you're definitely going to know about it. Mercy.
So Mega Furniture first down for the Hurricanes. Put this away with another touchdown, perhaps. Inside handoff, running it right at Chavarria, who makes the tackle. That's DeAndre Thomas. Did you take a look at our Monarch trophies? They'll go to the champs tonight. 210-344-3777, the number to call, or mtsawards.com for all your trophy needs. You got a Little League baseball team, football team, flag football, anything you need, or a business. Employee of the month, any plaque, trophy, awards you can think of, they've got it at Monarch Trophy. Second down and 6. Youngblood, nowhere to go. Burbank, bowing up. It'll be 3rd and 6.
Defensive line doing a great job. These Burbank guys playing on the other end of the line of scrimmage. Now you can add Ray Cano, the linebacker, coming up. He got back there quick, and a couple of the buddies over there just in case he wasn't able to get home and make the play.
Clock runs inside 10 minutes. 3rd down and 6. That time he hands it. Ball's on the ground. Burbank's got it. Waiting for the signal. And it's their football.
Lance Trevino, 44, on the spot. You know, Don, it's just going through my head. It's like, man, Sam Houston's playing the slow game here. Death by 1,000 razor cuts. Getting 3-4 yards on the ground. Little chunk plays here and there, but really doing a number on the clock. But right there, they didn't do enough to secure the football. The RPO did not work out well. And Burbank comes up with their second turnover on the night on defense.
Big play for the Bulldogs to keep this game within reach. Take a look at Trevino, the linebacker with 5'11", 175, part of our Ideal Precision Roofing and Exteriors player profiles, a 3-year varsity football player. As Chavarria mixing it up with Sam Houston on that last play.
And Trevino, all district, on varsity as a football player since his sophomore year. And you gotta like the fact that he's a regional qualifier as a wrestler. You gotta love that, man.
2nd down, 9. Looking to throw over the middle and dropped. These quarterbacks have had bad luck tonight from their receivers who've just not been able to hang on to the football. Might have been a little bit behind them, but still should have been caught.
Yeah, I don't know if 73 Jeremiah Stevenson may have gotten a hand on that one. Let's take a look. Heard from Jeremiah earlier this week when the great Jack Green went out there to go interview, and Jeremiah giving us the lay of the land with these Hurricanes that are trying to remain unbeaten in 12-5A Division II.
3rd and 9 under pressure, going to be sacked. And
Mr. Wonderful.
Deron Gardner, who's been dominant tonight, making a huge play as Sam Houston holds 3 and out there to Burbank after that momentum building turnover for the Bulldogs, but it doesn't pay off. They flirted with blocking a punt all night. Gardner almost gets that one. It goes out of bounds, and so Sam Houston, once and for all, will they be able to put this game on ice with one more score. 8:30 left, fourth quarter action at the Rock Pile. .8:30 to play. Youngblood hands it inside, breaking it across the middle. That's Carson, still on his feet. Check that. That's 11, not 21. And that's DeAndre Thomas, the senior, and he ran hard on that play to pick up another first down.
Yeah, he did. It was almost like, right, we saw the last drive where it's like, okay, we're just going to salt this one away. We're going to come in and get a play here, work the clock. It's like, no, 11's like, no, let's take this one to the house if we can. DeAndre Thomas, the senior, had a 27-yard TD run against Edison and a 43-yard touchdown catch last week against Lanier. We'll see what's going on down on the field because we got an injured Hurricane.
We got more cramping, I think. As they are trying to figure out who that is. That's a very common trainer's
yeah, I think that's
action.
Marion Franks or Sincere Brown. I can't see if it's 50 or 60, but either way, those guys, both of those fellas have had a really outstanding ball game tonight. We talk about their offensive line a little bit. I mean, you got Orozco, who's a 3-year starter at center, and then Carpenter's the team captain over there on by his teammates to be a captain as a sophomore right tackle, and then Pete Ramirez over on the left side. So it is indeed 60, Zamarion Franks. You look at that kid before the game, Don. It was one of those guys you go, do you play for the Hurricanes or the Green Bay Packers, man? That's a big dude.
Get that kid some pickle juice. Oh, I feel you, brother. I feel you. Been there. It feels like somebody's unzipped your calf and is stuffing like a baseball inside of it.
Yeah, you had a few of those in the middle of the night.
Oh,
you have
yeah.
to leap out of bed. And,
oh, yeah.
And then you put all your weight down and you still can't get your heel to hit the ground.
Been there.
Yeah.
This one's going nowhere. Chavarria bowing up. That young man is playing angry here in the fourth quarter. Dominant all night.
Yeah, he's been playing angry all night, probably since birth. I mean, this dude is a legit dude. Get down.
What was the line from Fast Time at Ridgemont High? Washington? Jefferson. Tackle. Jefferson. Chavarria. Dominating out here tonight.
Big nasty.
2nd and 15. Pre-snap whistle. Maybe a timeout called before, or was it a false start? Delay a game. That'll back them up even more. Burbank hanging in there. Staying alive with 7:25 to play. Forrest Whitaker was Jefferson, correct?
He was. Forrest Whitaker from the great state of Texas.
Where's he from?
I should have never opened my mouth. I don't know. I just know he's a Texan.
Brian Watts will find out. What a play by 14. Sebastian Ramos. That's why he was an all-district first-teamer last year as a sophomore. He came up like he was shot out of a cannon, fought off his blocker, and makes the tackle.
Yeah, what a play, and talk about playing from behind the chains. Man, Sam Houston really up against it now, but yeah, first year playing varsity, had a pick six last week versus Highlands to seal the victory after the year that he had last year. I mean, these guys are really showing out here on defense.
3rd down and 27, and now a timeout, Sam Houston. We'll take it with them. Burbank with a chance to get the ball back, still within striking distance.
This is the school bus stop of the game. Always remember to stop when the school bus arm is out.
Here it is, the school bus stop of the game. It just happened. Sebastian Ramos, worthy winner of the school bus stop of the game. 3rd down and a mile for Sam Houston, 27 to be exact. Here's Youngblood. Wants to throw it, fires it off into the flat. It's not going to go for 27. And Burbank's going to hold unless there's a personal foul for extracurricular contact there. There's not. It'll be 4th down at about 20. At this point on the field, it'll be interesting to see what Sam Houston wants to do. He might just want to go for it. Is there a flag down? There is a flag down. But they're talking to Burbank, so they're asking if he wants to decline it. It's going to be 4th down.
It's going to be holding on the offense. They're going to decline it, send out the punting, guys.
Burbank's been close on some of these punts of getting back there and making something happen a couple of times tonight. And, well, if there was ever a time to block one, it would be right now for these Bulldogs.
They've been all over it a few different times tonight. They come. They got closer. They blocked it. Can he score? He scooped. They recover, 1st down, Bulldogs inside Sam Houston territory. Doesn't matter who covered it, guys. It's 1st down, Burbank.
Well, it does if Burbank tried to advance the ball and
true.
Then they fumbled it. So, I mean, I guess they're...
And if they had possession, right?
Right. So let's see.
Does anybody ever have possession?
First of all, wow. 16 sure got back there quick.
No possession, no possession. It's so close, right?
It is, yep. But he was trying to advance it, so I don't know, man. That's it's a bang-bang call for sure.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, that goes back to what do they say in college? You have to have control, one step, two step in a football move. I don't know if you have to do that in high school, but it was bang-bang as he was trying to put it away to advance. It was stripped.
Well, Ambrose Leyva, hats off to 16 for Burbank for busting through and getting that block, tilt the field.
They'll throw it over here, incomplete. Missed a great opportunity though, right? Scoop and score there, because that would have really turned this game on its head.
Absolutely, we'd have a flashback to 2013 all over again. Man, that was some game. And yeah, this was not over yet. Burbank, though, needs some kind of big play here to kind of get the mojo going in their direction.
Only 1 of 7 throwing the football for -3 yards. The passing game has not been there. 2nd down and 10. They'll try to throw it again under pressure and sacked. A huge play by Gardner.
Well, he's a track guy on top of everything else that he's doing, and a 3.78 guy in the classroom, but really showing off the track skills on that one as he just came free. And mercy, did Joshua Garcia take a lick at the bottom of this one. Ooh,
his head on the back of the turf. Yeah, you got to be a little concerned for him. Never want to see the head bang off the turf like that. And he's off on the sideline. Hope he's okay. They bring in their 5th quarterback, and he completes it. Huge gain.
Is that Jacob Torres, the freshman? 80?
It is. He took a snap earlier in the first half. So he knows what he's doing.
How about Jacob Torres coming in cold and just delivering a smoke shot there? Well done, dude.
Gives him a chance here on 4th and long. We'll call it 8. Why not let it go again? But he's going to be slung down for a giant loss. And Sam Houston's going to take over with 4:34 to go.
Zion Williams, the junior linebacker, not having anything. He did not go for the head and shoulder fake and just went right for the ball carrier. Did what he'd been coached to do. Came up with a huge play to get Sam Houston off the field and likely secure this football game.
Gautier formal dresses band cam. Focusing on the Burbank Spirit groups. Sam Houston will now try to just put this away with 4:34 to go. We might see a steady dose of young blood, Jaden Hamilton here. And of course the zone read action that they run. DeAndre Thomas has the outside, cuts it back inside. He's still on his feet to the 25-yard line. That'll move the chains for another Mega Furniture first down. They'll stop the clock shortly. And then
the right play at the right time there, Don. Now they're going to do the little run blitz and going to block it up real nice and then let one of our athletes make a play downfield. Really well executed by Sam Houston.
They like those those jet sweeps. Youngblood content to bleed the play clock down to 5. Keeps it himself and slides down. It'll be 2nd down. Let's go down to Matt Roy.
All right, guys, as we wind down on this seemingly hurricane win here, point of personal privilege, as some might have heard Don earlier say that this is my final broadcast. It is my final broadcast, so I want to send some thank yous out. Thanks to Don, Chuck, and, of course, Chris Kopfis, the incomparable Chris Kopfis, for letting me do this the last few years, and a special shout-out to Bryce, the cameraman behind behind the camera, who is the man that makes me look good out here every week. I'm trying not to take up time while the plays are going on, but one quick story. My wife Jordan was going through the pharmacy when I was sick as we had a touchdown. Only when I talk is there touchdowns, guys. I'm telling you. Go ahead and call it. I'll finish in a second.
No, it's okay.
No, we're
Franklin
good, yeah.
Ross putting it away. Go ahead, Matt.
All right. So my wife was going through the pharmacy 2 years ago, last year, something like that, when I was sick. And the pharmacist comes up and he's like, Matt Roy, is this for TNL's Matt Roy? And she was like, yeah. He's like, he needs to get better. He needs to go out there. It made me realize how important the job that we all do is, showcasing these kids and showing the schools that really matter to this community. It's been a special thing to be a part of, and it's something that I'll remember the whole rest of my life, guys. I'm happy to be a part of this crew.
Well, Matt, you gave us a little bit of football credibility being a college football player and answering the questions that me and Chuck didn't have the answers to when it came to rules and certain aspects of the X's and O's. And for those of you who watch News 4 and Fox San Antonio, see Matt as a news reporter and a sports anchor, and he's excelled at both. I don't know that anybody.
Don't forget a podcast.
And a podcast.
And a podcast, yeah.
Sneakers and Cleats podcaster. But I don't know that anybody in San Antonio, newspaper, radio, television, did a better job on the Uvalde tragedy coverage than Matt and his wife Jordan did for us. And he's done a great job in every aspect of his career with us, and we're sorry to lose him. We're lucky that we're keeping the better one.
Yeah,
in
Jordan's
Jordan.
still going to be there. So she's over here staring at me, it's like trying to make me cry. So,
but Matt, we wish you all the best. Matt going over to work for Victory Capital.
Yep, going to be a comms and media associate over there. Apparently, they just recruit News 4 and Fox SA people. Chase Shannon went over there after he left here.
Yep.
Now I'm on my way over there. But yeah, excited to join that team. But nothing better than being part of this team and covering the stories like Ale Ramirez and his fight, his life-saving fight, and Britton Moore, the Reagan football player and baseball player who made it onto The Voice and into the finals over there, and the deaf wrestlers over at Highlands High School. All the stories that I was able to tell because of the wonderful communities and families here in San Antonio.
Well, I hope
it's been great.
I hope your new job allows you to tell stories because you're really good at it, Matt. We're proud of you.
I appreciate that. Let's enjoy the last couple of minutes before I get too teary-eyed on the sideline, guys.
All right, here's the kick return up the middle, breaking it to the outside. That's a young man who's had some snaps at quarterback for Burbank, and he's done a good job at it.
Right?
Jacob Torres.
Yeah, it's cool. Matt's going to get a chance to hand out the trophies here one last time. And, yeah, Matt, it's been a real pleasure working with you, bro. Yeah, well, he won't be that far away.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
sure
not
we'll
going
be seeing
anywhere.
him.
Yeah.
He'll call us when he needs a free lunch. We know how he works.
The key is will they remember us when Jordan's working for the network?
I still owe Chuck a free lunch, actually.
You owe me
we
nothing,
got to go to Zito's. Yeah, you beat me on a lunch bet for when Shador Sanders was going to get drafted. I said first 3 rounds, and you said absolutely not. And sure enough, Chuck McIntyre knows ball.
I don't even remember that. Do we really do
well,
that?
I know that I could have gotten away with it because you don't remember a lot of things. But I'm a man of my word, Charles.
Fair.
Long-term memory, good. Short-term memory, bad.
Both of you guys. I have to remember stats from Sundays. You have to remember what happened in the 80s.
That's true.
That's what made us so good on the podcast.
Well, Matt, we can honestly say you gave more than you got. So thank you very much for all you've done for us.
Appreciate it, guys. It's been fun.
2:44 to play here. Sam Houston putting it away on that last touchdown. And they'll go to 4-0 in district play. Burbank will fall to 1-2. There's a Mega Furniture first down. And another incompletion for Burbank, who's had a hard time throwing the football. Hey, Chuck, the uniform czar just walked into the booth.
Well, it's always nice to have him, especially when we're winding down a ball game here with 2:38 left to go.
You're going to agree with me here, and this is never easy to do, right? Because most of the time we pretty much like the uniforms. Mm-hmm. I've got some criticisms tonight. I like Houston Hurricane helmet logo. And I like their pants. Green is a very hard off. I know I'm a mean green eagle. North Texas did it well last week by wearing black with just green accents. That's a close to the Miami Hurricane look. But I just think, and I'll always stand by this, and I've said this before, I think green and orange is a little tough on the eyes. It's not my favorite color combination. But that said, they're doing a good job with the uniform despite the colors. Burbank, on the other hand, my criticism of Burbank, and I like the pants, I like the jerseys, that's fine. That gigantic Boston Red Sox B is two things. It's way too big. And second of all, because of these new helmets that have the holes in them, they have to tilt the B at a weird angle instead of straight up than the quarterback who's had it tilted. But you have to tilt it so that it can stick to the helmet and avoid the hole. Otherwise, the sticker will just go into the hole. So they move it. But that can all be fixed with a much smaller B.
So I think the uniform czar woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning.
I'm sorry. I hate to do this, but I just got, I call it like I see it. So on the positive side, the Spurs' new statement jerseys are out. And they are a thing of beauty compared to what we had last year with that orange, brown, baby blue even.
That was tough.
Yeah. So anyway, I think you're going to like the new Spurs statement jerseys.
But isn't it sort of like the baseball with the City Connect uniforms? Those two, almost to a team, they're wretched. Like, why? Yeah. Just go with the classic, cool look. I know you got to sell jerseys so that one person owns 7 or 8 different kinds, but
I told you last year I went to Fenway for the first time. I was so happy to be going to Fenway. My wife and I had a great time. We're on the street outside the stadium before the game having a dog and drinking, a couple of brewskis, and get into the stadium, and I don't know what's happening. These are not the Boston Red Sox. And it was those bright yellow with baby blue. What were those?
Yeah, I know. It's a bad look. And we can go down
to
the Boston
They're the
fan,
City
right?
Connect ones.
Yeah, I know. That's what so bad.
So, Matt, bail us out on that one because you're a Red Sox fan. What
Honestly,
do you think of those things?
I don't know why they're yellow, but I know that they win a lot in those uniforms, and that's why they wear them so much. So,
well, for me, being first and so far only time of my life, it completely ruined the experience.
So, Don, I haven't asked you this in the almost 4 years that I've known you. When did you start going third-person uniforms are? Like, how long has this been going on? Why? It's like third person.
Is it third person?
You become someone else. The uniforms are.
The uniforms are tweets, yes, in third person.
When did that start?
I think since the beginning of the uniforms are.
When was that?
Oh, I've been the uniforms are since college. Of course, I didn't have a platform. I would just say it to my buddies.
I've just been wondering when you became a third person uniforms are, and then.
And you know that it's a industry now. There's guys on Twitter that design alternate jerseys all day long.
They do that on TikTok too. There's a couple of people on TikTok who transform logos, and actually they're really, really cool.
Yeah.
You missed out. You missed your calling. You could have done that.
I just had no artistic ability and can't create with graphics or anything, but I know what I like when I see it, and I'm not afraid to say it. I am sorry I offended the Bulldogs and Hurricanes. It's time for our collision experts of Alamo Heights collision of the game. And I think this is Chavarria coming from behind. When you're stopped at the red light, the 18-wheeler can't brake. Luckily, he was okay. Whiplash. Our Alamo Heights collision of the game. 1:33 to play here. Hey, Matt. You still there?
Yeah, what's up?
Before you go, you wanna do the play-by-play for a couple plays?
Oh, sure.
Why not?
Why not? Don wants to eat some pizza or something.
You can call numbers if you don't have rosters in front of you.
I got a roster in front of me. I'm always prepared.
That's true. You are. All right, Matt, take it away.
All right, lining up in the doubles left formation. Actually, it's not going to be doubles left because we have a Y in the backfield. But Mr. Youngblood going long. Got a man. Just a bit outside. Couple of yards out of the outstretched arms of Mr. Treston Zachary, all-district second-teamer. Had a 37-yard touchdown catch versus Edison. Probably could have reeled that in if it was another yard closer. We needed a toe tap from him. But
I like the euchre reference.
not a timeout. He's just getting the play in here. Got to hurry. 15 seconds now on the play clock. 4th and 6. No reason not to go for it at this point. Minute 26. It is getting a little windy down here, guys. Texas flags, the SAISD flag, U.S. flag. We got a tough run. He's got to put that ball away, though. Oh, right in front of me. He couldn't stay up. Just a nice tackle by number 36 over here. He was carrying I thought he might fumble that ball. He was carrying the ball really, really loose.
Hey, Matt, hate to interrupt, but we got to take care of some housekeeping. It's time for our South Texas Family Medicine and Urgent Care play of the night. Why not Carson, the way this started? Took the little swing pass. I guess it's a run because it was a lateral. And off to the races goes Jermaine Carson. That is our play of the night. Sam Houston still wants to score here. Maybe point differential issues later down the line when you try to figure out a district champion. So all is fair.
Yeah, and especially since you got Burbank's won the last 3 meetings, so this means something here tonight.
Yeah, that's going nowhere. Good play on the interior by Antaloa Ali. Big Puka. He's just a sophomore too. He's 6'2", 275. He was all-district second team last year as a freshman.
Yeah, remember we had the game last year? We were walking around before the game. It's like, who is that guy? Why does he move so well? Yeah, he's just a freshman. Like, say what? Yeah, we'll be keeping an eye on that guy and his development over these next couple of years for sure.
Last play of the game, and they're going to throw it to the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown. Sam Houston gets on the board, 39-14. They'll go ahead and kick the extra point. And again, you could say, I don't know, the sportsmanship there, but again, at the end of this district season, tiebreakers come into play and sometimes point differentials come into play, so no harm, no foul.
Yeah, both teams have been playing hard all night. I mean, it's football, right? You got Sam Houston guy running off the field here with a little leg injury. We're trying to get somebody to come onto the field.
Need a kicker. '65's the holder. He's had a tough night. Dislocated
busy,
fingers. Yeah, dislocated fingers. He's had a cramp. Now he's got a hold.
He's got a hold with some broken fingers, man.
You see the tape on there. We're back in 15 seconds.
At Brazilian Top Team San Antonio, our kids and teen classes build more than strength. From anti-bullying to mental resilience, your child becomes part of a community that lifts them up. Sign up today for a free trial class at BTTSA.
Now it's the last snap of the game. And it got over. There's your final, 40-14. Sam Houston over Burbank. The Hurricanes running their district record in 12 5A Division II to a perfect 4-0. They're looking to win that district championship. Matt Roy will hand out the Monarch trophies when we come back.
Tonight's broadcast of Thursday Night Lights is sponsored by Little Caesars, the Gomez Law Firm, Beluga Air, DH Plumbing, Rushmax, Mega Furniture, San Antonio Sports, Valero, Absolute Power Electrical Contractors, Christus Children's, Gautier Formal Dresses, The Good Feet Store, Family Medicine and Urgent Care, TELUS Equipment, Ideal Precision Roofing, Brazilian Top Team, and Monarch Trophy Studio. Welcome to the Little Caesars Thursday Night Lights postgame show, presented by the Gomez Law Firm.
The Alamo Dome in the background, just a stone's throw from Alamo Stadium. Our final here at Alamo Stadium, and the victorious Sam Houston Hurricanes, as we said, 4-0 in District 12 5A Division II play. Matt Roy down with the champs.
All right, guys, down here with the Sam Houston Hurricanes, who are now 4-0 in district. Let's hear it, guys. All right, we got to hand out the Monarch trophies here. It's our privilege to do so, and we have a player of the game, Little Caesars player of the game for Mr. Xavier Youngblood. Let's go. Where is he? Where is he? Come up here. Come up here. How'd you fit that under the helmet, man?
Just fit it on.
All right, so as a sophomore, we got 7 carries, 40 yards, 3 touchdowns, and then the additional passing touchdown just for the dagger at the end. What went right for you?
I don't know what to say, but just my O-line blocking, just being a creative player, really. That's it.
I mean, speaking of creative plays, it looked like you were dead to rights over here on like the 3rd and 15. You pulled a Baker Mayfield out of your hat, ran for the first down on one of your touchdown drives. Is that just what you do? You make something out of nothing?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let them off, pointed the wide receiver out, they fell for it, and just got the first down.
All right, man, you're 4-0 in district. What's that mean to you?
It means a lot, really. Last year, we didn't do so good in district. So for us to do this year, it feels good. I'm proud.
You're going to see a lot of Xavier Youngblood over the next few years. Congratulations, young man. Nice job. Nice job. Coach Williams? Where's Coach? Coach! What's going on, Coach? Jeremy Williams over here. We got the TNL trophy for you, Little Caesars TNL trophy. That looks good on you, Coach. So you guys are now 4-0 in district. What's that mean to you coming off of last year?
Just mean we've been grinding. We had a good off season. We're ready to get back to it. Got a good Jefferson team coming next week. So we're going to celebrate this tonight, and we got to get back to work tomorrow.
Coach, you guys started off the season a little bit rough. Now you're starting to get rolling in the games that truly matter. What does that say about the team that you got behind you?
Resilience. The guys work. We locked in at practice. We came together. We said, hey, we got to practice better. We got to get sharper. And the guys, we challenged them, and they answered the bell.
All right, Coach. Congratulations. TNL champs for Week 8, the Sam Houston Hurricanes.